How did you get Rupert to sell some of the crown jewels?
Well, good morning to you, by the way, as well. A year ago, I didn't see this one coming either, nor did I see it coming 6 months ago. Rupert and I have known each other for a long time. We have a lot of respect for one another and occasionally get together to muse about the business. And in a get-together this summer, where we were talking about all the disruptive forces that we were seeing and the relative position of our companies, I left thinking that there might be an opportunity for us to do something with him. And I thought about it for a few weeks, called him thereafter, and suggested maybe we should get together and talk about it. And we did. Spent some time actually analyzing whether there was something to be done and what the value proposition might be for shareholders of both companies, and ultimately rolled our sleeves up, got into a negotiation, and here we are today. And I think what we're doing is creating not only a great company, but a great global opportunity for consumers to not only consume great content made by both entities, but to consume it under circumstances that are innovative and compelling and much more user-friendly, and that's what the consumer of today demands.
Bob, we learned a little bit more about your future now, stepping down in 2021 versus 2019 previously. What's the future for James Murdoch?
James and I have talked a lot about a potential role for him. He will be integral to helping us plan the integration process, and he and I will continue to talk about whether there's a role for him at this company. We've had a good relationship, and he's been extremely helpful in this process, and I look forward to talking to him more about it.
Bob, a lot of people are thinking about the succession plan at the Walt Disney Company now and thinking that maybe James Murdoch could be part of that. Is that something you could see happening?
Well, I'm now extended through 2021, and the board of the company will have ample time to consider its options in terms of my succession and to re-engage in a planning process for that. And it's premature to really speculate. Ultimately, it will be a board decision.
Well, let's talk about the here and now. There's a pretty hefty breakup fee on this deal. You must be pretty convinced that in the era of AT&T Time Warner, that this deal, one that looks a lot more horizontal than that one, can actually close, Bob. What gives you that confidence?
Well, we won't comment about the AT&T Time Warner merger, although we will say that this is different, as you pointed out. But we think that this obviously will get a lot of scrutiny from regulatory authorities worldwide. It'll take some time, but we think the proposition here is very pro-consumer. What this combination will do, as I said a moment ago, is going to give the consumer opportunities not only to consume far greater amounts of high-quality content, but to do so under extremely innovative modern circumstances. And we think, at least from a regulatory perspective, if they focus just on the consumer, that that's actually quite a positive thing.